our flat planet. Can anyone tell me what the Coriolis effect is? I had a super weird dream last night where I found Hannah and Jake's merch in a gas station. Not yet. The Coriolis effect. Pretty lights, pretty close. That's the one with the whirlpools. There you go. That could be pretty lights. What are you thinking of? You're thinking of the Aurora Borealis. Not the Coriolis effect. Well, let me tell you something. This guy says the Coriolis effect isn't real. Let's see why.
All right, folks, let's talk about the globe spinning.
The globe spinning.
Earth that we allegedly live on. It goes from west to east at over 1,000 miles per hour.
Okay.
As a result, Coriolis effect is supposed to be accounted for whenever a long-range sniper rifle shot is taken or a ballistic missile is launched.
Or a airplane goes out. I can't turn the video up anymore. This is all the juice he's got. So you just gotta help. He's gotta try your best. There's lots of reasons the Coriolis effect would, like, when you launch things.
But for some reason, that principle is not applicable to airplanes and helicopters, of which
It is literally that, except it doesn't matter as much because they have continued propulsion. It literally, I mean, yes, it literally does. The Coriolis effect, specifically the spin of the Earth. Did you know that the flight from New York to LA is shorter than the flight from LA to New York, or is that backwards? No, I have that right. No, I had that backwards. The flight to LA from New York is longer because the Earth is spinning with you, correct? Right? We trying to go this way? Yeah. And then in the reverse, it's shorter because the Earth is helping. Yeah. Isn't that wild?
you would think the Coriolis effect would be much more dramatic to an
That face when you're
airplane
racing the Earth. True. Roshar Wilco, thanks for following.
and a helicopter, because they hover over the Earth at a much longer time for the same amount of distance, because their speed is slower than that of a bullet shot and a ballistic missile.
Okay.
Those travel much faster, and as a result, the ballistic missile and long-range sniper rifle shot can cover more distance
Okay.
in a shorter amount of time, meaning there would be less opportunity for spin underneath those two projectiles, whereas a airplane and a helicopter traveling the same amount of distance would take longer time, meaning there's more opportunity for more spin beneath them from
Spinning
the
it the
Earth,
wrong way.
which means that they should
believe,
experience
right?
much more
Wait.
dramatic Coriolis effect, of which they have to account for none.
No, they're not.
Does that make any sense? Doesn't make any sense to me.
Of course it makes sense. Why wouldn't it make any sense? What? Wait, why wouldn't that... How is he confused by what he just said? I don't understand why he's confused about what he just said. Do we have to break out paint for this shit? Are we going to have to break out paint, chat? Daddy's got to get paint out? All right. Okay. So we got, here's... Hold on, chat. I got this. And then you go, here's the Earth. And then you grab a brush and we do like, it is America, and then it's Southeast, and then we do, look at it, America, and then we had this, and then okay, and then and then we have some and we have some and then we have some this, and then some more this, and then some more this. Okay, we did it. That's Earth. This is the Earth. Okay? Change stream to art stream. How dare you? That's a thick Brazil. You're a thick Brazil. So, the Earth is rotating. It rotates. It goes around. It goes around the world. And then you have the sun. Here's the sun. It is here. Yes. Oh, shine down upon you. Okay. And then here's the sun. Okay. And then the sun happens. All right. The sun, it occurs. This is anti-Chinese. Well, I can't draw the whole thing, and I'm in America. I don't know how to draw that shit. Anyway, also be anti-Indian and anti-Russian and which makes me an American patriot, and all sorts of other stuff. So here's the sun. Oh, we need a small moon. Oh, that's not the circle at all. That is not what the circle is. We have a little bit no moon. And then so we have that. So the Earth is spinning. Okay, the Earth is spinning. He's like, I don't understand how a little bullet goes pew pew pew, and it goes really fast. Okay, or maybe it goes. Actually, let's go pew 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 right to left. Okay, because this would make more sense to you. Right to left. Okay, pew pew pew. It goes so fast. Okay, and then an airplane. Whoosh. This is just gonna look like a weird dick. That's an airplane. Shut up. So, he's like, when you shoot a bullet this way, it spends less time being affected by the rotation of the Earth because it's going so fast, and a plane has more time being affected by the rotation of the Earth. So really, the reason you see a big difference here, okay, is because it's spending a little bit less time dealing with the spin, but it's also a lighter object, so it tends to reach horizons quicker. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going much faster than this shit, so you're going to have to deal with the horizon, which means you got to deal with the curvature of the Earth, which is part of what the Coriolis Effect is going on with. You have to deal with the spin of the Earth, so it doesn't have as much, so it's not spending as much time getting the benefit of 1,000 miles per hour, right? It's like, boom, boom, is like how fast like bullets go, but an airplane is like several hours of like getting an extra 1,000 miles an hour. You know what I'm saying? It's not really 1,000 miles an hour because, of course, it is relative to the surface of the Earth. So really, you're only getting like a fraction of that, really, that you can get free of because of, again, centrifugal force is a thing, and it's not just centrifugal; it's the rest of it. But who wants to ride a dick plane? He's a history teacher. True. Don't trust me. So anyway, that's what he's saying he's confused about, and I don't understand why. Centripetal. True. There's centrifugal and centripetal. I don't know why he's confused about this. So anyway, that's the round Earth. It's a myth. We'll keep that on the sideline if we need it.
Now, another thing that I want to address, and a friend brought this up to me and informed me of it because I wasn't
leaving on a dick plane. Don't know when I'll be back again.
I didn't know about this. So now what I did know is I know about baseball.
He knows about
There's
baseball.
This thing called Magnus Effect.
Mm-hmm.
And it is something that has to be accounted for with a long-range sniper rifle shot as well as a ballistic missile launch.
I believe the Magnus Effect is like the friction of the air on the surface of a thing as it travels. Thanks for the 100 doot-doots.
And that's the Magnus Effect. So if you've ever seen for example, this also applies in baseball. If you've ever thrown a curveball or seen a curveball thrown, what you'll see, the
laces create drag on the rotation of the ball, making the ball look like it's curving down, like it creates a downward force.
You're a righty, and you put a spin on the ball this way, right?
That's why they rifle bullets for this reason. It has more staying power. It's a more accurate thing. So they have the rifling effect on the bullets, which gives it a little bit of a spin. So it creates a spin, as it shoots out of the barrel, and this is why we don't use muskets anymore in balls. This is why we use rifled bullets for things, so we can kill people with extreme accuracy. Yeah, you guys like killing people with extreme accuracy? Me too. We need more female drone pilots.
What it's going to do is it's going to trail to the left, right? Because what it's going to do is going to put a force on the air this way.
Sure.
And it's going to push off and go there.
Sure,
go
cool.
To the left when it's a clockwise spin. And just the opposite if you're a lefty.
Accurate lethality. Yeah.
Spin on this way, it's going to push against the air, and it's going to drag over
right.
to the right.
This is the same reason if you're a golfer, you might have you might slice or draw your golf ball, because you create a spin on it. This is why you see baseball, they go crack when they hit the ball. Sometimes you ever notice they don't go in a straight line. They go sort of like boo or boo. It's very cool. Same shit. It's the same effect. I don't know why this guy doesn't think this make. I don't know why he thinks that it makes the Earth flat or some shit. But here we are. There's no drag in space. This guy's gonna. Is that what he's doing? Does he think there's drag in space? Oh fuck.
So the same principle applies to projectiles that come out of long-range sniper rifles, as well as ballistic missiles.
Not along anything that flies through the air at any point. Footballs. You don't have to be a long-range missile.
When they come out of their launch, whatever.
Sure.
They also have a spin, okay? And I believe it's typically a clockwise spin. So that would be this way, right?
Okay.
Just like if you were a righty and threw a curveball. And when that happens, it's going to push off and drag to the left.
Okay. No. He is much quieter than Jake. I can't make him louder. I can't make him louder. Okay. Baseball, wind, drag. I mean, oops, I accidentally capsed that. Will help. So the reason that happens is because it's a fucking baseball with laces like this. Look at it. The laces are like this. It's not a fucking aerodynamic. It's not rifled. It's a ball. There's a reason a knuckle ball is a thing. Tight spiral pushes air away and it goes straighter.
Now, of course, if I'm wrong, if it's actually a left-handed or a counterclockwise spin, it would drag to the right. But I think most guns drag to the left for their bullets or whatever, but it just depends maybe on the gun. In any case, there is a Magnus effect because there is a spiral spin to the bullet, a natural one as it comes out of the barrel, the way the barrel is drilled, so that the bullet will spin and have a tight spin so that it cuts through the air and travels further.
Okay.
As a result, it creates a drag, whichever way that is, opposite to its push, you know. And so yeah, that has to be accounted for. But as far as a Coriolis effect, it has no bearing. And it kind of makes sense because
wait, is that the whole video?
It doesn't matter from a sniper's perspective.
The Coriolis, I mean, how the Coriolis effect influences bullets. We just want to click on this real quick. I bet we can go to like I think there's probably a Coriolis effect on rifle bullets. This guy's got a 20. Look at him. He's a pro gun owner. Hardcore gun owner.
Rex here. We're going to attempt to explain another thing you're going to have to be adjusting for at extreme long ranges, and that's Coriolis effect. That has to do with the spinning of the Earth underneath the projectile, which is in free flight above the Earth.
There you go.
This is something that you're not going to have to worry about if you're trying to hit a deer at 800 yards or whatever. But at extreme ranges, once you get over 1,000, especially if you're shooting at smaller targets, it will have a noticeable effect. Howdy.
Howdy. So here's the drift. Look at. This MAGA son of a bitch is all about he has multiple Coriolis Effect videos. Look at this. He's going right here. Again.
That popped up from the first video. In the first video, we did talk about the differences between horizontal and vertical Coriolis effect for the purposes of long-range rifle shooting.
Look at this.
And we did talk in there about how when you're talking about lateral Coriolis corrections, it's always going to be to the right in the northern hemisphere, that it's going to be deflected, and it's always going to be deflected to the left in the southern hemisphere. We mentioned that for the purposes of long-range rifle shooting, that deflection is going to be independent of azimuth. And what that...
So, anyway, that guy is doing science, and this guy he's got a globe.
Whether they're shooting south, north...
Gun disproves flat Earth is a weird plot twist, I know, right?
North, south...
Very
east,
quiet.
west,
This guy's so
east.
quiet.
Their calculation for accommodating what they think of as the Coriolis effect, which is not, it's the same. But that wouldn't make sense if it truly was a Coriolis effect. Because if they were shooting south to north, north to south, it would be a much different type of Coriolis effect that they would have to account for than if it was from east to west, west to east.
That literally is a thing. It literally is different depending on which way you're shooting. Yes, that's correct. Like if you're shooting north to south, it's different than if you're shooting west to east. As far as the Coriolis effect would affect it, yes.
It's very different calculation.
It is.
But
proving the Coriolis
theirs is
effect.
A consistent calculation, which means it's a consistent drag, meaning the environment
it's
that
not always a drag.
they're within, no matter which direction they're shooting from and towards, it always remains constant, meaning the Earth is stationary, it's not moving. But the bullet does have its rotation, its spin. So
Quartering looks like a weirdo in this video. That's
accounted for. Food for thought. Just so happens this idea that the Earth is stationary lines up completely with the Bible. The Bible does not refer to the Earth as spinning or moving in any way, shape, or form outside of an earthquake. That's it. And that's shaking. That's not a consistent motion to the Earth. In fact, Joshua 10, when Joshua commands the earth, or rather commands the sun to stand still.
Oh, buddy.
He's commanding the sun to stand still.
No.
Because both of them are
Tay 3M, thanks for following.
moving. He doesn't have
Whoops,
to
slipped
command
into
the
Bible.
Earth to
Whoop,
stand
oh,
still
didn't
because
see you there.
the Earth
Oh.
is already not moving. So, if for some reason the Earth and the sun and moon were all moving at the same time, for this effect for 24 hours of sun over the Earth, Joshua would have had to command the sun and the Earth to stand still, of which he only commanded the sun and not the Earth, which means
So, he totally would be a round earther if Joshua commanded the sun and the earth. But instead, that's not what happened. So he's a flat earther. Wow.